Hey, y'all, what's going on? It's DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay. That is Bay Area, California. I'm coming at you again with another episode of The Dilemma of a Good Man. This particular episode is called Asking for a Friend, and that's because I'm asking for a friend. All right? Look, the bottom line in this one is, first of all, got to get to the rules. Please like, please subscribe to the page. Also, feel free to comment. Love for things to be participatory where we can dialogue and just be able to share a little bit of information with one another. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully inspire other people or whatnot, encourage one another, that kind of thing. Or just, say what's on your mind. Give some feedback, all right? I would love to know how you feel about each one of these videos, okay? So, look, the last video I did was talking about doing better, and one thing I plan to do is to do better as far as doing these podcasts. Everyone get some people to come on with me, and we can do dialogue and that kind of things. But this one right here, we had this video right here, asking for a friend. So the thesis of this one is just this, where can we meet? Where can a good man find a good woman? Where can a good woman find a good man? You know what I mean? That's a question that you should ask yourself. And remember, I'm asking for a friend. All right. So the thing about it with me, of course, I meet people any and everywhere. We can't necessarily plan anything. But one thing about me, though, is that I think I made a mistake of treating women based on where I met them at. You get what I'm saying? So, for instance, if I met them at work, I would be professional and cordial with them, that kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? If I met them at church, well, then I would treat them as like what I expect them to be, a church girl or whatnot, and I'd act accordingly. But consequently, if I met them at the club, well, then, that may be just a little bit different. You understand what I'm saying? There's probably a goal in mind and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Particularly myself when I used to go clubbing like that. All right. So look, the thing about it now is I don't drink, I don't smoke now. You know what I mean? I have my reasons, I have my reservations about it. You know what I mean? I don't like to be under the influence of alcohol. I don't like what it does for me, and the benefits just do not outweigh the consequences of it all. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with smoking. You get what I mean? So that's the reason why. But before I get deeper into it, I just remember the movie Boys in the Hood, where the brother, he's actually from my city, Richmond, California, was in a wheelchair, and he asked me, he said, y'all want to know where to go to meet some women at? Everyone has been there before, right? And they was like, what, a library? You know what I mean? The races on Crenshaw or whatnot, which in the Bay Area would translate to the sideshow. I met females at the sideshow. Believe me, that's not where you want to meet them at. And then also, he said, no, it was at church. You know what I'm saying? And that was way back in 1991 when he said that, right? Well, consequently, I ran into this older gentleman who, at his wife's birthday party, her 60th birthday party, it was also, her 80th birthday party, it was also celebrating her 60th birthday party. So, the man, just the way he talked, you could tell he knew what he was talking about and everything. So I happened to run into him a short while after that, and here's the thing. You've been married to your wife for 60 years. You know what I'm saying? You got a son who's been married to his wife for I don't know how many years, but his wife is fine as she want to be. I know her. I went to school with her and everything, and she didn't know me back then, but I knew who she was. I mean, all the brothers knew who she was. You see what I'm saying? So I asked him, somebody like myself, I'm single now, you know what I mean? 50 years old. Where do I go to meet a wife? And you know what he told me? He said, you got to go to church. And I'm like, because when I go to church, I go to church for church. You understand what I'm saying? But then I was invited to go to church, which is crazy to me, right? The Saturday before, the Sunday, I decided I was going to go to this person's church. I read to another young lady who I had DJed her wedding some years before, right? This lady was also fine, you know what I'm saying, too. I wasn't looking at her like that, but I'm just giving you the facts. She was fine, right? So I DJed her wedding, and I figured she was a church girl because the instructions was, we have a playlist. We have you on the Fred Hammond, the new album that just came out, but we just want gospel and jazz and nothing else. That's it. I said, all right. So look, while I was DJing the wedding, I played a song called Higher by D'Angelo. I don't know if you've heard it before, but if you listen to it, to me it sounds like a perfect wedding song, and it even has gospel connotations, right, with references to the Lord and everything. And I remember a representative of the family came over and was like, the groom won't talk to you. So I like, okay, where's the groom at? So we go walking, and then we walking through the hotel where the reception was, all the way to the other side of the hotel. This guy's sitting in the corner, guys gathered around and everything, trying to console him, and he was literally crying, like, I can't believe the DJ played a secular artist at my wedding. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a secular artist, but the song is a gospel song. Consequently, you have me playing Fred Hammond, and this is a secular album. Go figure. You know what I mean? So look, anyway, I just want to just give you that part of it, because I DJed her party, her sister's party, the night before I went to church. I'm looking at her, I'm like, you know what? She's single now. They've been divorced for a long time, but she had a situation going on. You know what I mean? I still was tempted, but that's another story for another day. So the next day I go to the church where I was invited to, and let me tell y'all, I'm the type of person, I like to plant seeds, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here, there, and everywhere, you know what I mean? I got another video coming up talking about that real soon, but let's cut to the chase. 3 situations were going on at church, right? The first one, young lady who I went to high school with, and again, it's on a planting seeds video. The truth was that I didn't like getting to nobody or messing with nobody going to my school unless she was fine as she wanted to be, you know what I mean? One of the finest ones there, or unless they pursued me. Totally different subject. I had a girlfriend there that did. She was cute to me, you know what I'm saying, everything else. Again, that's another story. Perhaps she'll be in a future episode. So she was one that I was always saying that, you know what, this one I would marry. So obviously, you know, we've talked a few times or whatnot. She ended up marrying somebody that I know, you know what I mean? And I think I knew the husband first before her or whatever. So that was that situation. Still a little bit uncomfortable, if you will. I'm cool with both of them, but just uncomfortable. She's just a good friend of mine now. You know what I'm saying? The second situation was there, this tall female that for whatever reason, when I got with her, when I first started talking to her, I was craving something tall. You know what I mean? Back in the days, I was scared of tall females. Matter of fact, I was sitting on the porch with one of my good partners. You know what I'm saying? If I just go into detail about my partner, then it would lead to people knowing who I'm talking about. I'm not going to do that. So I was sitting on the porch with my partner, and I was, you know, commenting about this young lady. I'm like, man, if she was so tall, I would get her. This is like 25 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Unbeknownst to myself, my mother was standing in the door. We sitting on the porch. She's standing in the door behind us. And you know what she said? She said, it don't matter if she's tall. They all the same size once you get them in the bed. And I remember thinking, I'm looking at my boy, and I remember thinking, you know what? She is absolutely correct. You understand what I'm saying? Don't mean I hurried up and got with the girl or nothing like that. We're good friends as well. But the thing about it was, it helped me to overcome my fears. So this young lady, tall girl, we went to college together, never had no classes, nothing like that, just used to see her around campus, hollered, took a little while. Then she was actually like on to me, although I wasn't really tripping, you know what I mean? Till one of her friends, a male friend on top of that, was like, hey, you cool with such and such, right? Man, she love you, bro. I've been talking to her, that's my partner. But when I talk to her, bro, she love you. So anyway, it turned into a little something, you get what I mean? But we ended up breaking it off due to irreconcilable differences. And when I say, I mean, they're reconcilable, but it takes 2 to tango. You get what I'm saying? And we're just not on that same page now. You know what I mean? Eventually, we can, but it takes a 2 to agree. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about it. The third one, my goodness, I've been knowing this one like all my life. Grew up around the corner from my grandmama's house, whatnot. She's like a year or 2 older than me, but she just seemed confused and just dizzy. And she's cute. You know what I mean? She used to be like straight skinny. She got a little shape on her and everything now, but again, it's just, I don't know. Did I say she was confused, kind of dizzy like or whatever? Just, you know what I'm saying? We just didn't never come together for whatever reason. So look, the thing about it was, I probably won't visit that church no more. But remember, it was the OG who told me, he was like, man, you got to go to church, young man. You got to go scout at church. And I was like hesitant at first, but then the opportunity came, right? I got the reminder from the past of somebody who was a church girl, her and her husband, then work it out. I'm sure she's going to be in a future episode. Then I go to this church, 3 different situations, all at one church. You understand what I'm saying? So who knows what may come up in the future or whatever. But the question is, where do we go to find a good woman? Where can a good man go to find a good woman? And I also said that I was talking about good men as well. Where can a woman find a good man? Well, ladies, I got the answer for y'all. You want to know where to go to find you a good man? Check the friend zone. You know what I mean? Chances are you didn't put him in the friend zone. So look, this is DjRon, the classic DJ from the Bay. I'm getting ready to go. I pull over to the side of the road. Now I got a tow truck pulling up, thinking I need a tow. That's not it. Just wanted to holler at y'all one more yen. You understand what I'm saying? Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all those good things, and just look forward to future content. I promise you, I got a bevy of, or a slew of different topics that we want to talk about, and hopefully you'll be there with me to enjoy. Until then, be good, and as always, God bless.